Okay, Amaan, I see you working on your project here. This is, I understand, part of the mechanical side of the project for the testing. Explain to me what's going on.
So we've got a rim, a modified rim, and we've got the deflation device. So within this modified rim, Craig has drilled through holes that go through the top and come out within the rim where the tire will sit. So this allows air to flow from the tire out of the rim, and these rims have been tapped with threads by Craig. So what happens is this connector screws into that tapped hole. Then we've got a pipe, a 20 bar pipe that fits onto that connector, and a clamp. Now on the other side, this fits into another connector and into an elbow, which is held with a clamp, and this elbow goes into a solenoid valve. So what's happening with this solenoid valve is currently it's closed. It's a closed tap, but when I apply a current, it opens the tap. So this allows air to flow out from the tire, through the pipe, through the elbow, and out of the solenoid valve, aka electrical tap.
So explain to me, how does this solenoid get controlled?
So these 6 solenoids are controlled by this control box. I'm just going to switch this on. And within this control box is a Bluetooth relay. So what this relay does is, there are batteries in here which connect to these solenoid valves, but they're not active. So when I activate the Bluetooth relay within this box, it activates these these solenoid valves, and then air flows out from the tire, as I've explained, out of this connection, out of the solenoid valve. So you're probably wondering, why would we want air to flow out of a tire? And the reason is, this entire contraption or device will simulate a sudden deflation by suddenly releasing air from the tire in 0.8 seconds.
So you mentioned that this is Bluetooth operated. What does it connect to, and how do you control that?
Good question. So the Bluetooth relay connects to your cell phone, your Bluetooth app on your cell phone, and on that app you can control the relay. So there are 4 terminals within here, and 2 valves are connected to each terminal. So currently we've got 6 valves connected to 3 terminals, and we have an extra spare terminal. So you're probably wondering why we have extra pipes and the extra terminal. So these pipes for now are just going to be fitted with a bolt and a clamp to seal them off. But in future, if you would like to add extra valves, you can always add another valve, another elbow, another clamp, and your 4th terminal will power your extra 2 valves. So that's just if you'd like to deflate air faster or for whatever other reason. But for now, we're just going to keep these blocked off, and we're going to keep the 4th terminal standing stationary.
How do we get air into the tire if you've now got all of these ports?
So we're going to have the tire fitted in, and to get air into the tire, we've got the stem here. So this allows air to be filled into the tire.
So that looks like the standard tire or wheel valve, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
So I'm assuming that this entire rim fits onto the vehicle.
Yes. So this rim is the original rim that fits onto the vehicle. And the front device weighs around 14.5 kgs, and the rim is around 27 kgs. So the entire device will fit onto the tire, onto the vehicle, and we're expecting to get more weight with the tire and pressure filled in that tire.
And then you mentioned that you're going to be doing some testing on this shortly to make sure everything works. Just give me some detail on that.
So the initial testing will be static testing, and for the static testing, what we're going to do is, for the static testing, we're going to have the tire stationary just to see if there are any leaks, etc. So once you pass your static testing, you go to dynamic testing. So the first stage of dynamic testing is to fit this on a tire rotation device. I'm pretty sure you've seen this at your normal tire stores. And we're going to rotate this tire, spin it, and do the same deflation, fill air, deflate it to see if it can withstand the vibration. So once it passes the second test, which is your first dynamic test, we're going to do our second dynamic test, which is in total our third test. And that test will consist of fitting the tire onto the truck, filling air into the tire and deflating the tire while the truck is driving at 3 speeds.
Good one.
Thank you.